The Indigirka River is a river in the Sakha Republic in Russia between the Yana River and the Kolyma River. It is 1,726 kilometers long. The area of its basin is 360,000 square kilometers. The river flows into the Kolyma Bay, East Siberian Sea. It freezes up in October and stays under the ice until May to June. Tributaries. The main tributaries are the Kolyma River, Kolyma River, Indigirka River, Yana River, Kmusser River, Indigirka River, Sakha River, Yana. Ports, settlements and economy. Main ports on the river are Kolyma, Druzhina, Chokodak, Tabor. There is a gold prospecting industry in the Indigirka basin. Kmusser, a gold mining center, is the largest settlement on the river. The Indigirka River teems with a variety of fishes. Among the most valuable are several whitefish species, such as Vendus, Chia, Muksun, Inkonus, Omul, etc. History. The isolated village of Ruskoye-Ust, located on the delta of the Indigirka, is known for the unique traditional culture of the Russian settlers whose ancestors came there several centuries ago. Some historians have speculated that Ruskoye-Ust was settled by Pomors in the early 17th century. In 1638 Ivan Rebrov reached the Indigirka. In 1636–42 Elias Abaza pioneered the overland route to the Indigirka River system. At about the same time, Poznik Ivanov ascended a tributary of the lower Lena, crossed the Verkhoyansk range to the upper Yana and then crossed the Chersky range to the Indigirka. In 1642 Mikhail Stadukin reached the Indigirka overland from the Lena. Zarshiversk on the Indigirka was an important colonial outpost during the early days of Russian colonization. It was subsequently abandoned in the 19th century. Other historical settlements now long abandoned were Podshevsk and Uyandinskoye Zimovye. In 1892–94 Baron Eduard von Toll carried out geological surveys in the basin of the Indigirka on behalf of the Russian Academy of Sciences. During 1 year and 2 days the expedition covered 25,000 kilometers, of which 4,200 kilometers were up rivers, carrying out geodesic surveys en route. Shipping mouths. The Indigirka forms a large delta, consisting of a number of streams and islands. About 100 kilometers before reaching the East Siberian Sea, the river splits into two major northeast flowing streams. The left arm is known as the Rusko-Ustinskaya Protoka, the right arm, the Srednyayu Protoka. Further downstream, the third major arm, the Kolymskaya Protoka, splits off the Srednyayu Protoka as its right distributary, thus justifying the middle moniker for the Srednyayu Protoka. While Srednyayu Protoka means the middle arm, the names of the main western and eastern arms indicate the relative location as well. The Kolymskaya Protoka, or Kolymskoye-Ust, is the arm one located on the eastern side, the Kolyma side of the delta. The Rusko-Ustinskaya Protoka, apparently known earlier as simply Ruskoye-Ust, is the arm one located on the western side, the Russian side of the delta Russia. These days the name of the Rusko-Ustinskaya Protoka appears as if it were formed from the name of the old Russian village Ruskoye-Ust situated there. But originally the opposite is likely to have been the case, the village being named after the river arm on which it was located. Several flat islands are formed by the channels of the delta. Listed from the east to the west, the major ones are USUNARY 71.387 degrees north, 151.255 degrees east, 71.387, 151.255 lies longitudinally along the coast east of the Srednyayu mouth. It is 12 kilometers and 2.7 kilometers wide. Upperovsky Island, 71.582 degrees north, 151.196 degrees east, 71.582, 151.196 lies completely detached 11 kilometers offshore from the Siberian mouth. It is about 2 kilometers long and 1 kilometer wide. Plosky Island, 71.480 degrees north, 150.890 degrees east, 71.480, 150.890 is the farthest offshore of a cluster of islands at the Siberian mouth. It is C-shaped and about 3 kilometers long. Bolshoi Fedorovsky, 71.533 degrees north, 150.510 degrees east, 71.533, 150.510 lies between the two mouths of the Indigirka. It is 6 kilometers long and has a maximum width of 4 kilometers. Vykodnoy and Oliny Islands lie right at the Rusko-Ostanskaya mouth, 71.546 degrees north, 150.266 degrees east, 71.546, 150.266. Both are of similar size, about 4 kilometers in length. Krestovi Island, 71.447 degrees north, 149.766 degrees east, 71.447, 149.766 lies quite isolated directly to the south of the Lopatka Peninsula, 10 kilometers offshore to the northwest of the main Indigirka mouths. It is 6 kilometers long and 1.6 kilometers wide.